Next I have this chipboard butterfly that I'm just going to paint, and after I paint it I'm gonna let it dry, and I'm going to apply Mod Podge to it and sprinkle it with Martha Stewart's glitter. Well, when you're doing something for somebody else to see, it's very hard because you gotta remember all these words, and I should not use English as is my second language excuse anymore since I've been here for so long, but I do. Anyway, I'm just painting this little butterfly, and when it is dry, I'm going to put Mod Podge and glitter, and she is going to be on the shoulder of my doll, my little precious girl here. Can you see that? I'm gonna put it in there, but I'll show you. Let's dry it so we can continue on. Okay, so now that my butterfly is dry, I'm going to apply a thick coat of Mod Podge. And I'm using Martha Stewart's glitter. I have to tell you something funny that happened with this. I had recently opened my studio for my son to be here with me, and it's a trial and error, I tell you that. I turned my back 1 second, and boy was he on the table playing with glitter. I turned back, and this wasn't a matter of like a minute. I turned my head, and there he was. Had all that glitter all over the floor and all over his hands. It was funny. I wanted to take a picture and put it on Facebook, but I thought, well, maybe people think I'm letting him eat glitter. So I didn't. But see, and now after it's dry, we're going to apply that little baby to our cover of the journal. And what you see in here that I'm using, this has like little wheels that you can just like put your glitter back in the bottle that is not being used. So I had that for a long time, and I don't know why I haven't been using it. I should. But that is awesome. Mod Podge creates beautiful things. Okay, so now that the butterfly has dry and I am getting ready to apply it, I noticed that it is so much brighter than everything else that is in the journal. So I'm going to apply Mod Podge on the center of my flower only, and I'm going to apply in there some glitter just so I can tie like the design around so the butterfly kind of matches with other designs. And I'm going to apply just a little bit, tiny bit, in the flowers that I have put on the side. I don't know if you can see that. You can't. In here, just a little bit of it, just so I can tie the design around. And then now I'm gonna just blow that glitter away. So making sure that only stays where I want it. So you can tell. See? Okay. Then the next that I'm going to do to tie it all up is that I got a color out, an acrylic color that is going to be more matchy to that color that I just added the glitter, and I'm going to apply that little bit of that to the lips, just so you know it matches more, but just a little bit. Just got my brush wet so I can just take some of that color out. And just like a little wash on the bottom lip. So it's more the color that I want. And that's all that I'm doing. So, just to make it all more matchy. Okay? Okay, now what you see is really the spine of my cover. And I am just applying more color to it with the rolling brush brayer, and this is the way it looks in the back, and I'm gonna leave it like that, and then this just gonna let it dry in here more. And we're almost done. We're just gonna put the butterfly in here. I'm gonna glue it with a heat gun, and then just tie the muslin that we just color washed, and then we'll be ready to start working on the insides on journaling pages. Hope you like this. Thanks. So now that we're in the last details, I saw her eyes, and I decided I wanted to put a little bit of pink shadow on her. So that's what I'm doing with the watercolor pencil again. Just adding pink shadow to her. And I'm just going to use this little trick again. Make sure that it has. And then that's it. It's adding a little bit pink shadow. And I made it on purposely matchy to her lips and stuff. Okay. So let's see if you can get a close up with that. Very pretty. And now I'm just gonna hot glue the butterfly in here. You don't have to use hot glue. You can use fabric tack or other kinds of stuff. And that's it. Just glue in there. And now that this is dry, my ribbon, I'm gonna cut it in half. You can't see this in camera, but I'm gonna cut it in half. I have like maybe 4 yards of these, which I don't think I needed that much. But what I do is that that half I divide in half again, and I'm going to put it through that hole and make a knot. That's all that I'm gonna do in there, and do the same in the back cover, and then we have it to tie. So I put these through outside the camera, but I wanted to show you that all I do is that I have my string. This is one string, and I'm gonna cut it right to what I want it, and all I'm doing is a knot. And that's it. Just that. I mean, you can put a double knot in there, but it's simple. And now I have that, and I will do the same thing in the back, and then we can tie it. I hope you have loved this tutorial, and if you do, remember that this tutorial is free for all members of LaFioreVidaNing.com. So just tell people to join us, so we can just build a huge community of nice kindred spirits that like art. Thank you. This is an afterthought, but I'm using a Faber-Castell Pitt pencil. This is B, but it's like the big one, and I'm going around the hair, and I'm just moving around with my fingers to create a little pinky shadow around it. You can either do a brown too, but I think that will give it a nice touch. You can do it around the flower. I think I'm going to do it around the flower. All I'm doing is just creating a shadow around there. And then moving it with your finger. I think it's cute. Okay, and that's it. A little bit of shadow behind her, and that's how I'm creating it. Okay, and now we're done. So I wanted to, this is gonna be a dizzy kind of video, but I wanted to show you how she turned out. Okay, and the wording and the neck, that butterfly came out really cute. And the bow. So, see the eyes? Just wanted you to see a close-up. Look at the hair, the texture in the hair. The texture in the flower. Okay, so I hope you like this free journaling class, the art journaling experience, and that you tell other people. Join me.